them. And one thing that I just want to talk about is I see some people, complaining that this isn't Call of Duty. And the thing is that this is not supposed to be Call of Duty. This is supposed to be Battlefield. Call of Duty is an arcade shooter. That's what it's really good at. And it has monopolized the arcade market. It's basically what people play, right? I mean, they sell roughly 15 to 20 million copies every single year that they sell Call of Duty. Battlefield is a war simulator. That's really the point. It's not perfect, but it's more of a simulator. And so yeah, the tactics are going to be different. And something I see too is like people are complaining about the vehicles. Well, there's map modes without vehicles. Some people too are complaining that they can't hit anything or that they can't slide. Again, this is a simulator. You need to learn a little bit about how to shoot. And yeah, your recoil is going to be a little bit more realistic than in Call of Duty. Something too, they say that the movement is too slow. Again, it is not designed to be an arcade shooter. And it's totally okay if you like arcade shooters. There's no issue with that. People like what they like. But I've said it in a previous video after I played the beta, is that Call of Duty players are not going to be switching over. It's really only going to be the Battlefield players that have been playing COD, because the last two iterations of Battlefield have been trash. Battlefield 5 and 2042. And both of those sold less than 10 million copies. And now we're getting to a point where we finally have a Battlefield that we really enjoy. Battlefield 1 sold roughly 25 million copies. Battlefield 4 sold roughly 40 to 50 million copies. So, I mean, there is a really big player base out there, and Battlefield's been going longer than Call of Duty anyway, if we're being honest. So is Medal of Honor, but we don't have that arcade shooter anymore. But yeah, I wish people to understand that it's okay to like what you like, but if you want something to grind for besides just weapons and gear, I feel like, when it's the camos, or you want the season pass or battle pass or whatever, I feel like in a way people have kind of been ruined, that it's not the experience or the game, it's about the stuff you collect. And that's why I hate the digital shopping experience in video games, and especially what live service has turned into. Because what we used to get is a season pass. You could get all of the DLC for $40. That's right, 4 or 5 DLC packs for $40 or $50, $10 a piece. And that was the season pass, and it was cheaper to buy it that way than buy them individually. Now what we have as a season pass is you're just collecting digitized stuff that doesn't really mean anything. And again, some people too don't like that it's not flashy, that there's no color. Again, it's a simulator. And if it's not for you, that's okay to admit that. But don't change my game. Okay? We have been waiting, us players, we've been waiting for a good Battlefield for a long time. And pretty much this is it. If you want to fly, if you want helicopters, if you want vehicles, if you want maps without, if you want domination, team deathmatch, if you want frontline, or what they call in this map breakthrough, or big conquest, it's all there for you. You can actually do that. And then they're going to bring Firestorm back, which is basically Warzone. That will be coming, I think, later this year or maybe into next year. But yeah, do not change my Battlefield because it's not COD. You guys have COD, go play that. If you're happier over there, please go do it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you're a worse player or worse person. I'm not saying anything like that. But don't try to manipulate and turn a game that is actually doing what it's set out to do for a specific audience. Not every game, and I hate this about live service too, not every game has to be for everybody. We have broadenized almost every single IP that we have out there in existence, and this is why Ubisoft games feel the same, this is why PlayStation games feel the same, and I'd even say to an extent Xbox games are starting to feel the same, along with EA, with their sports and etc. on down the line. We need specific, unique games that actually do something and, reward the player the way they wish to be rewarded. If you want to collect stuff, go collect stuff. If you want to build things, go build things. If you want it to be tough and sweaty, tough and sweaty. If you want to co-op, there's games out there too. So we need to get back to what the golden age of gaming used to be, which in my opinion was the 2000s, and we had such a wide variety of games, and we had wonderful experiences and IPs, and today we really don't have that. So again, I think Battlefield players, they're going to play, and just wait a couple of months, COD's going to tap out, and they're going to go play, most of them, Black Ops 7, they're going to be happy over there, and Battlefield players, they're going to be happy over here. And that is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be bullying people online. Grow up a little bit. But please, let's just enjoy the games that we like and respect people's preferences. That's how it used to be. If you call yourself an adult, you should be doing that. And, you know, it's okay to poke fun a little bit, but boy, some people get absolutely way too serious about this stuff. And I even got some pushback on my previous video about the beta. It's like, look, COD is not going to play this. They're not going to enjoy it. They're not going to feel like they're doing anything. It's going to feel boring to them. And here we are. We are seeing that already today on launch day. There's already videos coming out, and that's basically, for the most part, what they're saying. But for Battlefield, the servers work good. I'm not having any bugs. I'm not having any crashes. Now, PC is a different story. It almost always is, and I'm sure they're going to work on those. But the game itself for Battlefield 6, it is designed and made for Battlefield players. The maps are better than 2042. There's more game available than Battlefield 5, and I feel like I'm playing a modern-day Battlefield 1. Almost. And it's very similar to Battlefield 4. It's exactly what we wanted, folks.